Hello and welcome back to the Grapple YouTube. I'm Matty Edwards and I'm here today to give you my predictions for this Saturday, the 29th of November 2025, Survivor Series War Games from the WWE, of course. That's why I'm here. And yes, it's a 4-match card this time, so a match has been knocked off, probably because an hour is going to be designated to each War Games match. Yet we've got 2 War Games matches to talk about, a men's and a women's War Games match, which in itself, if we're in this era now of creating 2-night pay-per-views, and that could split people's opinions on that, but this is the type of event that would benefit from a 2-night pay-per-view for me, like this, where you've got 2 of each, one for the men, one for the women. You could have one each night so they don't get saturated down on the night, or you could remember, or you can just separate the 2 matches and not have the same spots. There's loads of things you could say about it, but yeah, that'll be my opinion going forward. Maybe if you're going to continue with these, then this would be one of the pay-per-views you could have over 2 nights, but it is only one night, and it is this Saturday, coming at you live from Petco Park in San Diego, California. So it's a good venue to be staging this event this weekend. And yeah, let's get right to it and break the 4 matches down, give you me previews, predictions, who's going to win, bit of build. Let's go. The first match we're going to talk about is for the WWE World Women's Championship. It's Stephanie McMahon defending the title against Nikki Bella. And this is one that's come about. Nikki Bella obviously done a heel turn a couple of weeks ago. Maybe a little bit out of nowhere, but it's the way Triple H does these things. If you're mates, then yeah, one's going to turn on the other within a couple of months. And to be fair, I don't mind it. It's one of them matches where Stephanie McMahon can obviously go over and retain and have a scalp in Nikki Bella on a resume to continue this trajectory. I've been saying upward trajectory with Stephanie McMahon, which they've nailed down well this year. Once again, if you listen to any of my videos, I'm a big fan of Stephanie McMahon. I think she's brilliant from everything. Her presence, a ring entrance, and music, the way she carries herself, she looks great, and in-ring work is great as well. So hopefully she will carry Nikki to a good match, get the scalp on her resume, and it gives Nikki Bella a reason to stick around, get her in the title picture for a few weeks, maybe even a month. We'll see how it goes after it. But once again, Stephanie McMahon to go over in this one for sure. We move on then to the Intercontinental Championship, the big rematch. The Intercontinental Champion, I can't believe I'm saying that, John Cena, created and completed the Grand Slam, will defend the coveted title against former champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And this is just obviously coming off, like I say, the rematch from the other week on Monday Night Raw, the November 10th episode from Boston in John Cena's hometown. John Cena's last ever appearance. Well, sorry, second to last appearance on Raw. And he did, in fact, win the Intercontinental Championship from Dominic. Everyone thought this would be the pay-per-view match, and we got there a way that I don't think anybody's seen, where this is the rematch coming off that. But yeah, enjoyed that match from Boston. Thought it was obviously heated with it being in Cena's hometown. I like the spin where Dom said he'd have his rematch in his hometown, so that's a good little bit of story and built there as well. But as I say, it was a mini little epic on Raw a few weeks ago, so I'm expecting the full-on John Cena epic, which, once again, long-time listeners to Grapple or short-time viewers on here on YouTube know, never been the biggest John Cena fan, like one of my worst of all time, if we're being honest with you, for the position he was in. But since he's turned babyface at SummerSlam, I don't think I've ever liked him as much in my life. Like, I'm fully behind him. Obviously not in this match, though. I think the business is for Dominic to go over, but he's just delivered Cena. That Cody match, even the Logan Paul match, the AJ Styles match, the Dom match, I think they've been what people think of John Cena, them epics. And yet I'm expecting this to be another one as well, especially with it being the second to last match in history. I think he puts Dom over in an epic. And more importantly than all that, we had the tease in the AJ Styles match where it was a love letter to wrestling, where he was hitting all the finishing moves and trademark moves. We've got to get John Cena hitting the 619 in this match. Obviously, Ray might make an appearance for that, and maybe I like the way on TV he teamed him in the 6-man. Maybe he's learned him how to do it. Hopefully, they play. I just hope he goes for it, but I hope he hits it. It'll just bring that stadium up on the feet. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, Dominic's got to win this one, I'd say. Get the title back. Cena can take the loss and go into his last match where he's got to be built up, probably against Gunther, who's going to win that tournament. So easily done there for John Cena and Dominic Mysterio. Expecting a lot from that one. We move on to the women's War Games match We've got a star-studded field here. We've got the heel side of the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the new women's tag team champions. We've got Nia Jax, Lash Legend, making a pay-per-view debut here. And, of course, Becky Lynch, who was added on SmackDown last week. And they're going up against Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Lee. And that's some babyface team that from just before we start here. What a collection of babyfaces that is. Like, all of them very much over. The heels, to be fair, are all over as well. So this, I'm expecting this to be heated. I mean, you look at the workers in here as well. You've got Rhea, Io, Kabuki Warriors. Nia's in there. She's divisive, but she can hold their end of the bag. Lash Legend's a bit of a wild card in this one. Let's see how she goes in this for a big spot, but they can protect her. There's 9 other workers in there. She can have a big power spot. And that forearm she's been hitting has been lovely as well. You've got loads of history in here as well. I mean, just looking at it, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair will have probably a standoff and a face-off in this one. You've obviously got the current feud with AJ and Becky Lynch. The Kabuki Warriors with Io, the history there, and Rhea, and obviously Alexa and Charlotte winning the tag belts, and Nia built in, teaming with Becky Lynch. She's the one responsible for Becky Lynch's initial push with the punch head around the world years back. So there's a lot of built-in story on the teams and against the teams. And it will be a typical War Games match. Hopefully Io doesn't do the trash can diving press off the top, because we've seen it a lot. And it is obviously still, you won't get me in a trash can on the floor, let alone jumping off a cage. But, it's an impressive spot, but we've seen it. Hopefully there's something new in that. And if I'm picking a winner, I think AJ probably maybe taps Becky in this. I don't know. It's a tough one. There's obviously a few that can take the fall in this, but if you're going to continue a story, maybe AJ and Becky play into the finish here, and maybe AJ submits Becky. We'll see how that goes. Expecting the faces to win this one for sure, though, because of that. That's such a star-studded, great babyface team in that one. So yeah, expecting it to be good story, and AJ to get the victory for the team there. And we move on to the men's War Games, which, if we're thinking the women's match is star-studded, this is, and the billing, this is the most star-studded men's War Games match in history. The teams are Brock Lesnar, the Vision of Bronze, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul going up against this super babyface team of the Usos, main event Jey Uso, Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, World Heavyweight Champ CM Punk, WWE Champ Cody Rhodes, and of course the OTC Roman Reigns is back for this one. And just that, it's star-studded, and this is the one I'm looking at going, I know people are a bit down on War Games, for it being so cliched and structured and formatted, but I think this one's got to deliver. The stars in here, like Logan Paul's going to do something daft. Let's not get this twisted. He's going to be jumping off the top of the cage for sure, either into the ring or through the announce table with his cell phone. We've got Bron Breakker, in here as well. Unpredictable. He might do something. I'm expecting spears through cages. I'm expecting a lot in this to be an actual War Games, chaotic. Bit of blood in this one with everyone in there using the stroke, Punk and Cody, in there. Surely got to have a bit of blood in this one, and I think the heels go over though. And I've heard today, Paul Heyman done an interview, didn't he, say basically this is an infomercial for WrestleMania, because obviously the tickets are going on sale this Friday, with it being Black Friday. So you're going to get hopefully discounts, because I haven't bought me tickets, my combo tickets yet. So I'm waiting for this sale to go down to get me WrestleMania tickets. But and then I think Ibu reported on, I seen him on Twitter basically saying that of Wrestle Purist, that it basically is going to show you, literally spell it out, the main events for WrestleMania at the end of this pay-per-view, and maybe on the TV next week. So I'm expecting a lot from this one. My usual antics, expecting a lot of shenanigans, a lot of story, but I'm expecting this one to deliver a few memorable spots. As I say, Logan Paul, Bron Breakker in there, maybe one of the Usos as well, jumping off the top, but we're expecting a lot. And I know he's not, obviously, for good reason, everyone's cup of tea, Brock Lesnar, but just him being in a War Games match, seeing him maybe shoehorned in, yet people will say, but just seeing him having to get on with other people in a match and being in this type of match, he might do something a bit crazy. So expecting that, but expecting the heels to go over. I know the baby faces have won the last couple of years in these War Games, but I think to get a bit of juice and to get a bit of story going to WrestleMania. You could have, you know, either combination of Roman, Cody, Punk costing each other, and you might get a bit of family stuff with the Usos. So I think that'll end up costing the babyface team and the heels to go over, and we can kind of get a bit of a structure and story as we get out of Survivor Series and out of John Cena's, you know, deservedly so, you know, farewell tour. But after that, we've got to heat it up for going into Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. So expecting a lot as always from this. So yeah, basically 4-match card. Got high hopes for it, as always, with the Fed. It's a nice little stadium show in the park. Yeah, looking forward to this. Can't wait. Getting me snacks of choice. What I think I've got some of those Cheez-It snaps to go there. We'll be ordering a nice mixed kebab as well, just for it. And yeah, really looking forward to me feet up, watching this and enjoying it. We'll be back with me, you know, review video as well. Maybe probably Sunday, maybe Monday with this. So check it. Look forward to that. As I say, you know, thanks for watching these videos. If you could, and make us, you know, want to do these even more. If you can like, hype, and subscribe to this video, will be very much appreciated. We'll keep them coming. And yeah, please leave comments if you agree, disagree, what your scranner choice are, your snacks are going to be for this weekend. And hopefully everyone tunes in, has a good time. And I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.